So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
To try again after the sack. Minshew. Connection made with Chenault. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
1st down, Jaguars.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Trying to lay one up deep. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Finds a seam inside the 40. This is Chenault on the receiving end. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
14, but it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Minshew. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
DJ Chark.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
It's now 4th down.
would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now this time he'll look to throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Minshew sets to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
27 on the play.
Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Minshew. And his pass incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be Minshew again. That'll be caught right side. Shenault with it. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Caught here by Conley. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And the Jaguar
this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Over the middle, he's got Shenault. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Jacksonville.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And a little floater there is incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
Watson on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
At the 48-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And
that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. It's an 89-yard kick return, and the Texans have broken the tie. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson a give. This is Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Watson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Four receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. That's caught at the 2. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big... play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. Connection made with Chenault. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Jacksonville.
Ready? 10 over. And Alpha.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Laviska Chenault, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
16.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make them go.
Now it's Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st down, it's Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kahale Waring, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
33. Jaguars 16.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Laviska Shenault, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Field, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On play action, they'll throw. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done it under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. His throw caught, right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kahale Waring with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Texans 40, Jaguars 16. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Complete to
Laviska Shenault, 58 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. It'll be Minshew again. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job. Minshew's pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's a toss right side with White. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Today's final score, Texans 40.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.